Welcome to the Colleges Wales Teach Pod podcast series. Supported by Welsh Government, these 10-minute sessions offer further education lecturers and work-based learning practitioners practical learning and teaching tips. With contributions from colleges from across Wales, the series offers professional learning opportunities for staff in the FE sector to hear about examples of best practice. There are 4 key themes: resilience, digital, differentiation and A-level pedagogy. For further information, please visit colleges.wales.
So with me is Lucy Hartnell, Dean of Faculty and A-Level Lead for Gower College, and Liz Edwards, who's the Assistant Learning Area Manager for Creative Arts and Humanities. So, Lucy, can you tell us a little bit about the need for a course such as the Foundation A-Level programme at Gower College?
Yeah, well, we established the programme to meet the needs of an increasing number of learners who have not reached their potential at GCSE for a variety of reasons. So, for example, they may have been homeschooled, they may not have got on with school for various reasons, they may have suffered from physical or mental illnesses that prevented them from progressing to their potential in school. They may have been impacted by family events during their time in school, which impacted on their achievement at GCSE. So the common element to this group of students is they've disengaged with education for a number of reasons, and they may have developed significant barriers to learning as a result of those experiences during school. And it's a transformational programme that offers these learners another chance through a relevant range of GCSEs. It gives them the chance to progress onto A-level and to achieve to their potential at GCSE.
So Liz, can you talk us through the structure of this course then?
Yeah, so the course prepares learners for GCSE exams in 5 separate subjects. So they take resits in English language and maths numeracy, but then we have 2 separate pathways. The humanities pathway, which includes psychology, religious studies and media, and then a science pathway, which includes psychology, biology and geology. And the students would choose the pathway that best suited for their future aspirations. Each pathway has a personal tutor who provides a fully supportive tutorial and skills development programme. The learners are taught for a minimum of 14 hours a week, but for most that would be more, with subject specialists and learners entered for the GCSE exams of that year. The structure of the course focuses on creative planning to ensure that the differentiated needs of the cohort are met. We focus a lot on theoretical knowledge and understanding, but also developing those essential skills of numeracy and literacy, which many of our learners have missed out on. However, the structure of the course also allows us to ensure that learners flourish through their own self-esteem and self-confidence. And this is done through learning plans that centre on building that confidence and ensuring engagement. We've also created a learning environment that's stimulating, it's supportive, and it uses technology creatively to encourage that maximum engagement.
So you've already said that some of these learners may have disengaged in school. So what are the entry requirements for the course?
We look at learners achieving 5 C grades at GCSE, that's our principal entry requirement, but learners who've not been able to achieve this profile can still enrol, but we do give them an entry exam in English and maths in-house to check their levels. We also interview learners in a non-judgmental way, regardless of their previous achievement. And the purpose of that is to focus on breaking down those barriers to learning and encourage a more positive mindset about education that enables learners to reach their full potential. Also, during the course, each learner works through the West Toolkit, which obviously improves on their skills in literacy, numeracy and digital literacy. And we also provide them with employability opportunities during the academic year.
Okay, so we've already identified that some of the learners on this course may be vulnerable and struggle with the demands of college. So what support is available for these learners?
There's various methods of support that we provide within Gower College. Each learner is assigned a personal tutor who meets their group once a week on a one-to-one basis, and that's principally for monitoring progress and provide support. But there are also numerous other support networks available in college, such as access to student support officers, the college counsellors, student health advisors, and we also engage with parents, guardians, social workers and other external agencies such as CAMS to ensure that each learner is given the best individual support available that's appropriate for their needs. Interestingly, about 75% of the cohort in any 1 year will access one-to-one support. And for many, that involves SSOs meeting with them weekly or even on a daily basis if needed. Also, we find from a support point of view, the fact that the class works together is an opportunity to build relationships and friendships, which is something that many of them have struggled with in school. They benefit from studying in an environment where there are other young people who've had similar past experiences in education or similar health issues. And I think it's important that we focus on the fact that it's our team attitude, the fact that we look at empathy and enthusiasm as an important driver for our learners, and that they're each aware that their role is important, as in members of staff's role is important in raising the hopes, aspirations and confidence of all the learners on the course.
So Lucy, since the course has been introduced to the college, what has been the impact of this course on progression for learners?
Well, we've seen a really positive impact on the progression of these learners, and if you bear in mind that many of these learners weren't progressing positively through education before they came onto the course. For example, the course has almost tripled in size since we introduced the programme back in 2015. And over the past 4 years, we've seen around 85% of learners completing the programme, progressing on to other courses, level 3 and beyond at Gower College, and others have progressed into employment or indeed to other institutions to progress with their studies. So it's been a very positive impact on the progression of learners.
So picking up on that then, Liz, presumably learners are given progression advice in the same way as A-level learners are given progression advice about higher education, for example?
Yes, we offer a bespoke advice service through the career service and one-to-one support from tutors when making those progression decisions, because we're very aware how important they are. Learners progress onto a wide range of courses after the foundation A-level, anything from vocational courses, access courses, as well as A-level pathways. Obviously, this is all dependent on their future aspirations. So we create a programme of taster sessions during the year in the spring term, which informs that decision-making and application process so that they're able to make good judgments about what they want to do next.
And one of the learners from 2018 went on to win a Special Achievement Award at the 2019 British Education Awards. Can you tell us a little bit about that, Lucy, please?
Yeah, well, Zab arrived in college having experienced complex personal difficulties in his life. He was living independently in a hostel at 17 when he arrived, and he initially found the routine of college very difficult. But with the support from his lecturers, the tutor, the team of college SSOs, he very quickly settled in, regained his confidence and his love of education and his love of learning. And it became obvious to us that he hadn't previously reached his academic potential. During the foundation A-level year, he began to grow and progress, moving well through his GCSEs, and indeed completed the year, successfully achieving the GCSEs, and he moved on to study in 3 A-levels at the college in politics, sociology and law. And he's more recently progressed on to university. And he's just one of many learners who we are extremely proud of.
We are going to hear from some other learners who've benefited from the course a little later, but are there any others that stand out, Liz, from the course?
Yes, for me, Harija stands out. She arrived in the UK from Gambia in 2016 without any formal qualifications at all. Understandably, she found the transition to education in Wales very challenging, and she found it particularly difficult to be fast-tracking GCSEs in a year, but she slowly developed in confidence and she developed the skills she needed to progress. In September 2018, she successfully completed the programme and progressed on to A-levels, where she achieved excellent grades in psychology, sociology and English. And in September 2020 began a degree course in psychology at Swansea University. I spoke to her at the end of last year and she is loving her course at university and intends to become a clinical psychologist specialising in education, and I think represents everything the programme is intending to achieve, which is helping young people reach their full potential.
Excellent story. So Lucy, what would you say if people asked you what are the advantages of this course, say, over a level 2 vocational course?
Well, I'd say the Foundation A-level course is unique in that it offers the opportunity for learners to achieve a strong set of GCSE qualifications while developing the skills required to progress successfully onto a further course. Many of the learners who come onto the course want to improve their GCSE profile over and above studying a different level 2 pathway. So, for example, a vocational level 2 pathway. Some of them have little or no aspirations when they start the course to focus on a vocational pathway. And so the greatest advantage of the course while studying and gaining a better GCSE profile is that it generates a shift in the mindset of the learners. It re-engages them with education and they develop the confidence that they need to grow and succeed in education.
That's excellent, thank you. And now we're going to hear from some of those students who have been on the course in recent years.
This morning I have Claudia and Abigail with me, who are both currently on the Foundation A-level course. So Claudia, why did you decide to enrol on the Foundation course at Gower College, Swansea?
I decided to take A-level foundation course because I didn't have the right GCSEs. So Foundation A-level gave me an opportunity to get the right grades.
Excellent. Okay. Abigail, how have you found the structure of the course?
I like it because we're in the same group and it's easier to make friends.
And have you found that you've settled quite quickly at the beginning of the year because of that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And moving forward now, progressing on to next year, what have you decided to do, Claudia?
So next year I have decided to do A-level courses, and they are law, combined English and Asian history.
And what would you like to do after that? Have you got any ideas?
I hope I will get to a really good university after that.
Excellent. And what about you, Abigail? Would you like to progress on to next year?
Ancient history, and combined English.
A-levels.
Yeah, A-levels.
And what do you want to do after that?
University as well.
University, that's your future goal, is that?
Yeah.
So overall, how would you sum up the Foundation A-level?
I think it was really helpful and it was really useful because of all the support that we could get from teachers, and because obviously we made really, really good friends. And I think it's going to be really useful next year because obviously I feel I did really good and it will help me to get onto A-levels that I really, really want to.
What about you, Abigail?
She said all the good things.
So you feel like you've had support? What's been the best bit about the support that you've had, do you think?
Mainly with my mental health. I've had really good support with that.
From who?
Kathy and counsellors.
So the student support officer
Yeah.
process has been really good for you, has it?
Yeah.
Excellent. And would you recommend the course to other students in the future?
Definitely. Yeah.
Thank you very much for your time today.
With contributions from FE professionals from across Wales, the Colleges Wales Teach Pod podcast series offers a series of short teaching and learning tips, which you can put into practice straight away. The range of podcasts is broad, with sessions covering the themes of resilience, digital, differentiation, and A-level pedagogy. Find out more today.